Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the most recent PLE from November 2nd. I'm going to be going over all the just Cronjul. So yeah, let's get right on into it. How I usually do these types of reviews, that I go over all the matches. There's no segments, so just matches. Rank all of them and give the full show a rating at the end of it. So let's just start off with the first match. Bloodline 2 versus Bloodline 1 6-man tag. The Timu Bloodline, which is Solo, Jacob, and Tamatanga, versus the Usos and Roman Reigns, the original Bloodline. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good. Everyone's saying it sucked. It's because the crowd kind of felt quiet for this one. I don't know why. I don't know. When the match started, they felt it was pretty cool. They were like pretty loud. Like towards the end, like the last 5 minutes, they were just really quiet. That's just what I think. But it was a pretty good match for me, at least in my opinion. What was shocking to me really about this entire match was that they won clean, which I've been calling for. I felt like they were gonna win clean at one point. I just didn't think they would do it right here. Definitely not at War Games, no. But I definitely thought they were gonna do something here with the Bloodline 2 winning. I just did not expect them to do it clean, but that just solidifies them even more, just winning clean. So good decision there. I'm gonna give it a 3.4 out of 5. So yeah. The next up was a women's tag team championship fatal 4-way between, let's see, which teams am I getting? Damage Control versus Chelsea Green and Pepper Niven versus Metaphor, the Lash Legend, and Jakari Jackson, and Bianca Belair versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Pretty good match. Basically, kind of a spot fest, but it's pretty fun to watch. A lot of nice moves and a good pace as well. Bianca and Jade obviously retained, which was pretty cool to see. I feel like this is their third to last defense. I feel like they have 2 more defenses, and then I think they'll drop the titles there. But it was still a pretty good match. I expected them to retain here because I feel like they're gonna have the titles for a little bit longer and then drop them. But I'm gonna give the full thing a 3.5 out of 5. Nice match there. Next up was Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Honestly, it was honestly good, but I expected a little bit more out of it, but at the same time I didn't. I felt like they capitalized on Seth doing all the stomps a little bit too early. I wanted the match to have a little bit more time. It just didn't. I wanted it to last a little bit longer. It was only like 12 minutes. I wanted it to go at least 16 because of how Seth and Bronson go in the ring. But yeah, I especially with Seth Rollins' in-ring work, I expected this to go a little bit longer. Seth got the win though. 3 stomps and a super stomp for one of them. That was a good decision. I just felt like it could have been longer. I'm gonna give it a 3.1 out of 5. I'm sorry for stuttering in that part there. 3.1 out of 5 though. Yeah. Next up was Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. It was, it was all right, I guess. It's a little bit overhated, but at the same time, it's not that good. I think it's just decent at best. Shenanigans, obviously, and then Liv got the win there. It was like an 8-minute match. I'm going to give it a 2.8 out of 5, so, whatever. Next up was the United States Championship triple threat between Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, and LA Knight. Really fun match. This one was 9 minutes, which is another criminal thing. This match should have been a lot longer as well. At least 13, in my opinion, because of how fast they're moving. But man, this is a little bit too short for me. This was really, really fun to watch. LA Knight ended up retaining, which I think is another good choice because I think if he lost the title here, he would be directionless. LA Knight ended up retaining. Really fun match. I'm going to go to 3.7 out of 5. It was awesome to watch. Go rewatch it, honestly. And the main event was Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. It was honestly a good match. Not as good as Gunther versus Randy, but good match between these two. 23 minutes long. I'm not surprised. Cody won by roll up. Gunther has been exclaiming before the match. He's like, "I'm gonna put you to sleep." Cody Rhodes kept escaping out of it. At the ending sequence, I think it was pretty cool the way Cody escaped the sleeper, able to roll him up, protects Gunther because he wasn't pinned clean, or he wasn't pinned by taking finishes or anything. He was pinned by a roll up. Good win for it just protected Gunther. I feel like Gunther should have won, but at the same time I didn't want Cody being involved in any bloodline business, so I feel like this might have been a good call here to have Cody win it, so I'm gonna give it a 3.2 out of 5. So yeah. If I had to rank all these matches, the US Championship takes my match of the night, obviously, for sure. The women's tag team titles goes number 2. Bloodline 2 versus Cody versus Bloodline 1 goes number 3. Gunther versus Cody goes 4th. Seth versus Bronson goes 5th. And the worst match of the night was Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. Overall, this show was, I don't know, I feel like it was mostly missed opportunities there, because Seth versus Bronson should have been longer, and the U.S. Championship should have been longer. I don't know, it just felt like just another Saudi show. There were just 2 exhibition matches, no titles changed. We got all the results we were expecting at this point, so really nothing much. I expected a little bit more shock elements, but at the same time, it's a Saudi show, so who really is surprised there? I'm going to give it a 3.4 out of 5, a little bit too, it was just run-of-the-mill house show at that point. Just the only thing really memorable about it was Roman really getting pinned clean. That's just my opinions. If you want to hate on my opinions, then you can do so. I really want to. I really kind of want that, low-key. But overall, I'm going to give it a 3.4 out of 5. I definitely feel like there should have been more to the show, but it's a Saudi show. Who's surprised? I keep repeating myself. That's my bad. Goodbye.